Detroit neck of the woods. Omega once again. Omega nailed it. I am so happy to interview one of my great friends. You know, we're going to get into it, but first I want you to introduce yourself.
What's going on? My name Big L Dot.
Okay, so Big L Dot, let me ask you a couple of questions.
No doubt, no doubt. Let's go to it. Let's get to it.
Okay, so first I chose you because, excuse me, you are one of the people that inspired me. You know, I feel like you just had always this great energy and aura about yourself and how you handle yourself as a young man all the way up to date now. And you always been motivated, you know, since you was like 13, 14 years old, you know. Sure. So it was like, for me seeing that, I just want to interview and let the world see parts of me that, you know, turn me into the person or develop the person I am now. So I'm going to get right into it and ask you a couple of questions. So you being the person you are, I just want to ask you, what motivates you to get up every morning and, you know, and run your business the way you have to run it?
What motivates me every morning is I got kids. I got 4 kids. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I got to feed them, take care of them the way I wanted to be taken care of when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And me young, not really having much, because I felt like maybe my people didn't go out and get it and get up and have something. I guess I didn't feel like they thought I was worthy enough to get up every day and go grab for it and do take care of. So I get up every day to take care of mine. Got to take care of my business, because without taking care of my business, I can't provide.
And excuse me, I admire that because you always, you know, have a smile on your face too. You know, it's like you don't let it worry on you. You know, so that's a lot right there.
Yeah, I'll try to, for sure.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate that. So I want to ask you another question. What does it take to be a boss, and what does it take to walk in your shoes?
I think to be a boss, it comes with leadership. Mm-hmm. You can't be a boss if you can't lead. Like, I have to set an example.
Oh. Yes, go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's gonna take. You gotta have some heart, because you don't really. Every man's shoes is different. You know what I'm saying? To walk a mile in, you got to go through what that man go through. You got to be raised how that man is raised. Some people can't be raised how I was raised. Just like I probably can't be raised how other people was raised, depending on the circumstances. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's circumstances is different. And you can walk in some tougher circumstances other than yours. That's definitely a way that you can walk in my shoes, for sure. And on being a boss, I think being a boss starts with being a great leader. You got to lead by example. So if I can show you that I can lead, that'll make a person want to follow me. Right. And then it'll make me want to be in my team or my circle where I can lead them to being a better person and things like that. Okay. And that's the first step to being a boss. You got to be a great leader. Every team got a great leader.
Well, I totally agree with that. You know, you do have to have a leader. You know, I totally agree. So I have one more question I want to ask you.
Yeah, for sure.
Have you ever had any setbacks, or, you know, deal with anything like that? And if you did, how did you handle it? You know, and what did you learn from it?
Yeah, I had many setbacks, man. A loss of a job, or an investment that goes bad because business partners or whatever. You know, it's a lot of things in here you got to really. A lot of stuff you got to roll the dice with, because if you take a loss, that means you take a chance. If you take a chance, that means you got to learn an experience. So whatever you got going on, you got to take that chance, man. A loss is nothing. A loss is nothing. A loss is experience, because you tried. And it's always more. You want to always have more wins than losses. So
was it easy for you, like, to take that loss, or would you feel like you just, was it like something like, I'm just gonna like do it, or it was just like, you know?
No loss is easy to take. It's just you gotta buckle down and get right back to it. You know what I'm saying? You might can't eat steak and lobster this week. You might gotta eat chicken nuggets. You know what I'm saying? When you take a loss, you gotta change everything about yourself. You gotta learn how to live different. And once you get that back, as long as you're still hungry, you never lose hunger. If you never had nothing and you have anything, you're already winning. So if you take that loss and you still got more than what you started with, you still winning. Okay. It's just taking time to get that back. So you got to still have that hunger.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that. So switch, topics if you don't mind.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
I have a few questions I want to ask you. Why do men cheat?
Why do men cheat?
Your definition or how you feel, or your interpretation.
The main reason is we're gonna say that unhappiness.
Okay.
Okay, that's the easiest answer really. Unhappiness. That can come from many different ways, but that's the easiest one. So we're gonna kick into the next one. Next one is boredom. Yeah. Sometimes you can be with somebody so long, you just get bored. You might want some excitement. And if your partner ain't a verbal person or an understanding person where you can't talk about what your needs and wants is, if you're afraid to approach them in that type of way, that will cause you to do that instead of trying to fix it. That cause both parties to cheat. And for me anyway, I don't like boredom, but I will talk about it. I'm open about my shit. Space. I think in a relationship, each person needs some space. Y'all can live together all day, but you don't have to go with me to each one of my homeboys' birthday parties. Right. I don't have to follow you to go to your homegirl's crib every time. We gotta have our own space to keep me wanting you and keep you wanting me. You don't want to get tired of each other. That's why a motherfucker have a job husband and a home husband. You know what I'm saying? Just entertainment, really. When they have to work, you ain't calling them because you at work, so they got another nigga that's gonna entertain them. And when you at work and he out in the streets or he at work, there's always a little pretty bitch that's gonna entertain him too. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I hope you ladies start taking note and listening, because you have to know how a man think, not how a woman think that how a man thinks.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And that's what a lot of them do, though. That's a real fact.
Well, so let's go to question number 2. So we kind of, you tied into when men cheat in relationship and this men cheating period. So let's move to question number 3. A lot of guys say, what just irritate me so much, but I'm learning. Why do women don't listen? Why do men say woman does not listen?
Well, you know what? I think, and I ain't no old man, but I ain't no young man too. I think it's just two different things when people relate to it, because nothing against women, but they're giving women everything they give a man. Oh, women can do this. Oh, women can do this. Oh, women want to wear the pants. Or your woman might make most money than the household. Now you don't want to listen. You don't want to do this. You don't want to do that. I can do this on my own. Only thing women feel like the nigga can't do better than them is probably cook and clean or something. You can cook and clean, and she's still gonna clean behind you. Right. Oh, that's the tough one, man. I just think it's just their nature. Yeah. I just think they like to lead too.
So do you think it's more a dominant, energy and just in the black community, or you just the black women, or you just think it just?
Well, I ain't never dated outside my race, but I've dated women that wants to be submissive, and I've dated women that want you to be submissive. Yeah, that's true. Damn, bitch, excuse my language, you know what I'm saying?
No, you're fine. This is really neck of the woods, everything,
Okay, we uncut. For sure. Okay. But yeah, man, it could be, depends on how they brought up, They mama might be controlling over a guy or whatever. They might have worked, and that's their upbringing. But I like my woman to be submissive. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I want to lead. Let me lead. I'm a man. Let me lead. Yeah. If you can't let me lead, then we ain't gonna go nowhere.
That's true. Yeah.
I'm the man. I'm that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Right. What the fuck? Why would I be running around behind you like I'm on some old Jody type of ass nigga? You know what I'm saying?
See, that's why I would like to interview him. See, you gotta get to the root of these things.
Yeah, I gotta lead in my relationship, man. You know what I'm saying? a woman gonna always try you, talk back and shit like that. But as a man, you gotta stand your ground. You can't let that shit fly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's true. So I have one more question. What are your turn-ons and turn-offs?
Oh, one of my biggest turn-on is character. Okay. How a woman talk, ask questions or answer them, and how she just sit in the room. You know what I'm saying? That means a lot to me. Like, character means a lot. If you might say some shit, we silly. Oh, that motherfucker, bitch. I don't want, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you ain't always got to diss a motherfucker or talk bad about a motherfucker to get a conversation started in the room. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit weak to me. And that once I don't give a fuck how bad you is. Once I see a flaw in your character, I already know how to deal with you.
Yeah. I respect that.
So having good character is a turn on. Like, damn, is she all right? You know what I mean? It make me want to know more about you. Another turn on for me is, I like juicy women. I like thick women. Like your size, you know, you look good. This the neck of the woods, right? Yeah. Around my neck of the woods, yeah, you know. But you know, yeah, like I like turn up for me is a nice juicy woman. Not no big woman. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with the big girls. Like it's all love for them too. Yeah. But I'm gonna say I'm gonna put a weight out there. I'm gonna say 160 or better, maybe. You know what I'm saying? 170. Like that's just for me. I'm a slimmer guy. You know what I mean? That's just what I like. Another turn on for me is I like pretty feet.
Okay. So they, you know how they do also have like this foot fetish or foot what is it, foot fans or OnlyFans club for.
Oh really? For feet?
Yeah, they do have something out there.
I didn't know that.
They got, you know, it's so much stuff out there in the world. Like I don't know. Like I didn't know like they really actually have like people, you know, tune in to like just watching feet. Isn't that something?
Yeah, that's weird as hell. But you know,
I like weird shit.
You do?
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Hey, whatever floats your boat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
All right. So, as you know, right now this is the end of my questions. I just want to say thank you, you know, for your time.
For sure.
Is there anything you want to say or have a shout out or you know?
Oh yeah, man! Shout out to Detroit. Shout out to Zone 4. Shout out to my hood. Shout out to Bellatir. Shout out to Dexter Longfellow. Hey, everybody out there, don't give up, man. Whatever you got going, your goals, man, keep striving for them, man. It ain't never too late, man. Everybody didn't become a millionaire at 21. Some people was poor until they was 50. And then finally got their shot. So don't give up on your dreams, man. Keep trying, keep your head up. Keep your head on the swivel. And keep good energy around you, man.
That was well said, you know. So you can tune back in to this interview. I'll be doing more interviews to come, and name my show is I'm sorry.
Neck of the Woods.
Detroit Neck of the Woods, so Megan nailed it. You know, Pink Lips. Pink_lips. Okay, thank you guys.